Hello, I'm Mrs. Davey. I am the teacher in Willow class. For those of you that don't know me, I thought I'd say hello first because I know perhaps some children down in year one and year two and reception might not have actually even seen me because we do our assemblies all virtually now. So this is my first virtual assembly. So please bear with me a bit. I'm going to try my very best because actually I'm taking some inspiration on the person who we are doing our assembly about today, because he is a very, very inspirational person and we're going to be learning all about him coming up. But first of all, let's start with our prayer. So I'm just going to share my screen. One sec, here it is. Make that a bit bigger. Okay, so let's start with, may the peace of the Lord be with you. And also with you. Now, the Rackham 5 R's. A little time to have a talk with the person next to you. Your teacher may pause the video now. Who can remember all 5 of the Rackham 5 R's? Off you go. Okay, let's see if you got them all. So resilience. Resilience is up there. Did you get resilience in your classroom? Risk-taking, resourcefulness, reflectiveness, and relationships. They are our Rackham 5 R's. I'm wondering if you guys got them all correct in your classroom today. Now let's have a little look at our Christian values as well. Let's have a look. Who can remember our Christian values? Little moments, pause and speak to the person next to you about who can remember the Christian values. Okay, so we've got faith, hope, and love. Okay, so did you get all of those in your class? Faith, hope, and love. We're going to move on now to have a look at our assembly today, because we are looking at this boy. Well, he was a boy when this picture is taken. His name is Kelvin Doe. So you can see Kelvin's there. He's got lots of different wires and machinery and things going on there. It looks very complicated, doesn't it? So we're going to learn a little bit about him today. So Kelvin Doe was born in Sierra Leone on October 26th, 1996, which makes him 25 now. So he's 25 years old now, but some of these pictures were taken when he was just a little boy. So if we see, here's some images of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a country in Africa, and he grew up in the city of Freetown, and Freetown is the capital city of Sierra Leone. So just like London is the capital city of England, and I know some of you know lots of different capital cities of different countries. I didn't know this. So in Sierra Leone, the capital city is a place called Freetown, and that's where Kelvin Doe was born. There's some pictures there. Looks a little bit different to London, I would say. Kelvin Doe is also known as DJ Focus, a DJ. He is an incredible young man who at the age of 12 taught himself to become an engineer. Wow, age of 12, already taught himself to become an engineer. So he would find different pieces of scrap metal from rubbish cans to build electronic devices. Now, I'm already thinking, oh my goodness, this is mind-blowing, isn't it? Because I can't imagine being able to build anything electrical at all, especially from the age of 12, and especially from little bits of scrap metal and rubbish that we might have found in rubbish cans. Let's find out a little bit more about Kelvin now. So it says Kelvin was able to teach himself engineering. And from there, he built his own DJ equipment and then created his own radio station and was able to broadcast live radio in Sierra Leone. Now, some of you may notice, I know in year 5-6 you do, that actually I work at a radio station. So this really blew my mind when I was reading this and finding out more about Kelvin, because I don't know how to work some of, I'll be very honest with you, Rackham, some of the equipment in the radio stations at the BBC and in the radio station in Cambridge, I have no idea how to work. So it's some things I avoid doing because I'm a little bit scared of using different machinery because it's a little bit complicated. And I always think, oh no, what if I break that, if I use that in the wrong way? But Kelvin not only uses the machinery and makes his own radio shows and broadcast them, he actually made all of the equipment. So all of the speakers, the microphones, all of the batteries, all of the generators, every single thing he made himself at the age of 12 onwards. This is just incredible, isn't it? You can see why we're learning about him today, because what an inspirational figure Kelvin is. We're going to have a little look at Kelvin in action, him speaking himself about his achievements. Hopefully this is going to work and open up a new screen.
My name is Kelvin Doe and I am an inventor. I'm from Sierra Leone. I live in the city called Freetown. When I was 11, I started picking up scrap electronic items from trash areas. I realized with scrap, I could still make things work, like my battery, an FM radio station. People normally call me DJ Focus in my community because I believe if you focus, you can do invention perfectly. When it was posted on YouTube, so many people watched my video and they were so impacted about my story, my invention. People sent in a lot of good comments and I was so delighted about it.
The inspirational effect of the original Thinker YouTube video has been remarkable. It has had a tremendous amount of impact on Kelvin's life, on my life, and on millions of people all around the world, everywhere. In Sierra Leone, where other young people suddenly feel like they can be like Kelvin. After the video, with all the press and with all the media, great opportunities have become available to Kelvin. One of them was the TEDx teen community, and they reached out to us and invited Kelvin to be one of the speakers. And we are very excited about this presentation, and I'm very proud of him. He's doing things that we never imagined he will be doing.
When I arrived at the hotel, a man stopped me and said to me that, I saw you on YouTube, and I was like, I could not believe it.
Elevator straight through the center of the lobby, and then here Edgar will be able to assist you upstairs. Enjoy your stay, all the best.
Whoa.
I've never stayed in an hotel before. This is my first time. The bed is so soft and it's good. This is the gorilla I met on the bed. I don't like it.
I had done a Google search and somehow Kelvin's YouTube video came up, and before I'd gotten through half of it, I was already tweeting David Senge, his mentor here in the States, to try and get contact information. When I'm putting together a conference, I need to make sure that every walk of life is represented, and I really wanted to find a youth that had invented something or had that kind of imagination that took something normal and made it extraordinary. And obviously Kelvin's story spoke volumes to that.
It takes me 2 weeks to prepare my presentation. This is my first time talking to a lot of people, so I feel a little bit nervous. Yeah. I'm excited, so much excited. I feel so good because I want the audience to learn from it and also to always follow their passion.
Right, like you don't even have to worry. I think you got it down.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like the best guy on stage, okay? Excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Excited? Like ready to go?
Our next speaker, Kelvin Doe, is also someone who refused to see limitations and who took what he could find and reimagine something that probably did indeed seem impossible. And he's now not only having an impact on his community, but having great resonance around the world. Kelvin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Kelvin Doe, aka DJ Focus. I was born on the 26th October, 1996. I am a proud Sierra Leonean. I live in a small community town in Freetown called the Wazak Farm. I am the youngest in a family of 5 children. I was raised up single-handedly by my mother. Our resilience and self-belief made it possible for me to be alive today. My creative instincts were always present, even as a little kid. At the age of 11, I started picking up scrap electronic items from trash areas on my way home because I was too poor to afford new parts. And once I got the part that I want, I would go to bed at around 7 p.m. and I would wake up after midnight when everybody was asleep. My mother would wake up most nights to see our living room transform into a small electronic scrapyard. And she would insist that I go back to bed. I ended up building a 3-channel mixer, a sound amplifier, and a microphone receiver. Putting all of these together, I discovered I had built a music set. I soon became a DJ, and I took the name DJ Focus. DJ Focus. I started playing music for people in my community, and I will normally DJ like this. Stand up, the great philosopher in the building, baby. It's the biggest, the hottest, the famous DJ in the whole municipality. Kicking here again, banging. This is the biggest heavyweight group. It's still in the making, baby. It's the nation pride. Beyond your imagination, it's the most wanted DJ. I DJ Man Focus. At the age of 14, I started thinking about what I could do that could be bigger than my music set. It came to me that I can make my own radio station and become a DJ there. It was tough and hard. I spent many frustrating nights, trying and failing. But nevertheless, I persevered until I completed the project. Then the fame started. The national television station in Sierra Leone soon heard about what I had done and put me on here for a live demonstration. Then an amazing opportunity came to me, and I became the youngest visiting practitioner at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. David Sanger, the founder.
Some of you, I think, definitely would have at some point in there while we was watching that video, picked up some of the Rackham 5 R's. I definitely did. Did you hear the word resilience in there? Because Kelvin Doe is definitely a very resilient character, isn't he? He's a very resilient person and resourceful. Imagine building all of that just with scrap metal in your own front room. Wow, absolutely inspirational young man. I'm going to read a little passage which I thought fits very nicely with this today, and something hopefully that will inspire you too. This is from the Gospel of Matthew, and it says, "Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and a door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened." So I think that's really, really important when we're thinking about all of Kelvin and his all of the things that he achieved there as well. Because actually, imagine, he said he got very frustrated sometimes, and I can imagine that, because even if I'm putting something together and I can't quite do it, my children love Lego, and actually I'm not very good at putting Legos together. It takes me a long time. I bet yous are a lot better than me than putting together Lego and Playmobil, but I'm not very good at with it. And sometimes I end up with a little bit frustrated. So imagine, I can really imagine how Kelvin Doe felt when he was creating all of this machinery that adults do and computers do in different places. So that's there just for us to think about. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer now. So if you'd like to join in, you can. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. We're going to close our assembly now. May God grant to the world justice, hope, and forgiveness, and make our school a place of love. I wish you all a fantastic week. Hope to see some of you around the school, especially those that may not have seen me about. Just give me a little wave if you see me in the playground, and have a wonderful rest of your day.